Hello and welcome to Maker Chat, the show dedicated to helping you become a better map maker. I'm LouPG13, and today we're going to be talking about a few things you should focus on when creating a heist map. So without further ado, let's get started. When it comes to making heist maps, remember the main objective is for teams to push up the map and take out the other team's safe. With this in mind, vertical structures and bush paths will be great additions to your map. Another thing you can try to do is make the safe accessible from multiple angles. Having multiple ways to attack the safe not only keeps things fresh and interesting, but also forces players to pay more attention to their surroundings and rewards laning. Another thing that's important is safe placement. You can never go wrong with the default placement, but moving the safe around can lead to more in-depth maps. Moving the safe to the side can drastically change how your map will play, so I suggest deciding whether you want a corner safe or not before you make your map. That way, you can make the map with the idea of pushing players to that side of the map instead of straight ahead. One thing you want to avoid doing is placing the spawns and the safe on opposite sides of the map. It will only lead to players ignoring each other and going straight for the safe. For this map, I'm going to keep things simple and leave the safe in its default position. In mid, I knew I wanted to have big vertical structures along with bush paths in the side lanes for tanks to push up the map. I added some jump pads to help with lane switching, but if it's necessary, I'll remove them later and change the structures a bit. The bush path ended up being super long, pretty much stretching from one safe to the other. The mid lane is fairly open, but I think I'll keep it this way. It might make for interesting comp builds. I did add a 2x2 for a bit of cover though, so it's not entirely open. In the safe area, I simply just added a few horizontal walls so attacking teams can hide and heal up. The one I added on the left should also block shots from sharpshooters while it's still up and provide some cover for tanks and throwers. The water I added is mostly to help create pathing and keep players fighting from a distance. With this open safe area, there are plenty of shooting angles for sharpshooters to hit the safe from afar. As you can tell, most of this map's bulk comes from its mid. Hopefully its open-ish safe area combined with the long bush paths allow both sharpshooters and tanks to be a viable option on this map. After adding some block variety, I tested the map a bit and decided to keep the jump pads. The lane switching proved to be useful after defending your safe because it kept the other team guessing where you were coming from. As usual, these tips aren't here to tell you how you should and shouldn't make your map. Everyone makes maps differently, and these tips should hopefully help you find your own way of making maps. Once you do, you'll be able to make some really intricate maps such as Rattlesnake Ravine or Safe Zone. Rattlesnake Ravine's concept is splitting players into two lanes with an optional teleporter that replaces the middle lane, and Safe Zone walls off the right lane for both teams. Breaking this wall reveals the lane and creates more shooting angles for the attacking team. If having complex concepts like this isn't your thing, you can always make simple maps like Bridge Too Far, its concept simply being 3 distinct open lanes. And that's it for this episode of Maker Chat. I'd like to give a huge thanks to Codex, Excalio, and Neo Update for helping me with the script. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and if you want to know how to make Brawl Ball maps, check out this video on screen.